What up, guys? It's your boy, Just King Zere. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, man, I'm gonna continue talking about politics. Yeah, man, the usual. And this time, I'm gonna be talking about Leon Schreiber and this whole situation that's happening with illegal foreigners and his works and what he's planning to do. And yeah, man. So, as you guys know, that there's a lot of developments that has happened and what he has said. But before we get straight into it, man, don't forget, please subscribe, guys. Subscribe to the channel so that you guys can get all my videos, because I see that you only get some of the videos that I post, you know, the ones that trigger the algorithm or the ones that you get to see on your homepage. But there's more videos that I post that are very, very detailed, talking about all type of things. So if you like those videos that actually trend, you'd actually like the other ones also. So I think the algorithm is sabotaging both of us, you know, sabotaging you from getting more of that content, long videos, you know, and sabotaging me from reaching some of you guys with some of those videos. I can only reach you with like one at a time. Do you understand? While you could be getting all the content, all the videos when it comes to the political things that I'll be talking about. So, anyways, let's get straight into it. Leon Schreiber, the new Home Affairs Minister from the DA in the GNU, came out when he first got elected. You know, a lot of people were expecting, like everyone is just watching and trying to see what each minister is going to be talking about. Are they going to be talking about what the people are crying about, or are they going to be talking about certain other things that, certain agendas that we don't like, you know, or that do not serve the people of South Africa? So first things first, when he came out, he talked about the fact that he wants to focus on visas, you know, and making visas simple in South Africa for so that skilled professionals or whatever can be able to come to South Africa. Do you understand? Excuse me, foreign skilled foreigners can be able to come to South Africa easily and get a work what and be able to work and all that. He said he has experienced some skilled people who have come to work at the University of Cape Town, I believe, where he used to work, I believe, I'm not so sure, who had to go back to their countries because they couldn't get the visas properly. You know, they couldn't be able to stay in South Africa for a long time or for a much longer time. So which is understandable, but that is not something that our people like. That's not the urgent thing. You understand? That's not the urgent thing in our people's mind. I get it that companies and whatever, universities, they want this type of people who can do this type of things and whatever, but you cannot just skip over the people of South Africa. It's not possible. You cannot just skip over the people of South Africa, the people of this country, just because someone else from outside has got some skills and whatever, and then just skip over like the people of South Africa do not exist. There's people in South Africa who are highly educated, who are very good, do you understand, who can prove themselves, but if they're not even given any opportunity, if they are literally stereotyped that South Africans are lazy and whatever, then that is not a government. That is not a proper government. That is capitalism. That is capitalism. Do you understand? That is a system whereby people are pushing a certain agenda that only benefits business-wise. But why can it not benefit the people of South Africa? How can the people of South Africa be poor? How can educated people in South Africa not be able to get an opportunity to grow skills and whatever? Do you understand? Our people have come from a long period of suffering, a long period of not having opportunity. A long period of not having opportunity. And that has limited a lot of them from being able to maybe acquire certain skills. Because they've spent their whole time fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom, fighting for these things, pushing for a cause against apartheid, you know. Our parents, you know, in the 1976, 19 whatever, We're out there fighting regimes. What time did they have to be able to learn how to sell and learn how to do all these type of things? Do you understand? So that's the difference between South Africa and other countries. Our people who were in the 70s, 80s, and whatever were busy fighting a regime. Do you understand? People can say the ANC fought and whatever. No, but it was the people making the young people, making the country ungovernable. Those people are grown up today, you know. So we cannot just exclude people and say no, and then get people who maybe were in a country fortunate enough to be able to focus on other things, to be able to to sell or to be able to learn certain skills. Do you understand? So our people, we need to enrich our people with such skills to be able to sell for themselves, to be able to market, to be able to do all these things. These are the type of things you learn in an economy. Do you understand? A busy economy. How could our people be able to sell in apartheid days? How could you sell? You can only sell in a township or something, or village or whatever. You can't be in the town. You're not even allowed to be in the town. Being able to engage different people, different cultures, different. That's the advantage that people in Africa had. You know, being able to sell at the real marketplace. Being able to be, our people. When you walk in town, you couldn't even walk on the pavement. You had to walk on the side of the road, where you could even get hit by a car. At a certain time, you couldn't be allowed to be seen at town as a black person. You wouldn't be allowed to be seen at town. So which type of skills can you bring? Can you form there? Because the moment you think, okay, here's a market here, let me learn how to interact. Let me learn how to do this thing, to sell myself. You're being kicked off. Do you understand? So a country cannot bypass its people. It cannot bypass anyone. A country has to look out for its people. A country has to look out for its citizens, especially the people who are at the bottom. It has to look out for them. It has to make sure that they actually get the skills, rather than bypassing, because bypassing is very inhumane to do. It's very inhumane to bypass people and say that this one is good, this one is not. The people of our country, instead of improving them, instead of doing things to ensure that, starting organizations to ensure that, no, we don't like, let's give our people further education. Let's skill them sharply. They went to university, but they're lacking this and this and these skills. Let's create a system whereby we can further teach them whatever we need them to know, instead of saying people are unemployable, people are this and that, people are this and that. Do you understand? So that is the issue. You can say South Africans are not educated, you can say whatever, but we are the ones who have fought and eliminated a regime. We fought and eliminated a regime, an apartheid regime, and we took control, and we are the ones on top right now. Yeah, you can say whatever, Rupert's and all that, but at the end of the day, our president is a black man, and he's been a black man for the past 30 years. Do you understand? Really. Our government, you know what I'm saying, has been a black government for the past 30 years. Yeah, now we allow the DAs in. Okay, it's fine. But they're still not ruling. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't look down on the people of South Africa. You can't be that racist. You can't be that, it's almost like you're trying to get a lick back on our people by excluding them and fetching other people. It's almost like that parent or that person will say, what you can't, and then they go and fetch a neighbor's child who maybe can do a certain job more than you or whatever, instead of teaching you the job or telling you, why you are not like Max. Why, look at Max, look at Max, what they are doing. That's at that time, that's a parent telling a child. Do you understand? That's the type of thing. Instead of being like, hey, Max is doing well, saying it to yourself, let me teach my child those skills. And then your child grows and develops. And tomorrow your child will be like Max, maybe even better than Max. You know what I'm saying? That is the real thing. That is what we need. You know. So Leon talked about visas and all that, but the people were on his neck, and that's what I like about South Africa. Yeah, people may not be educated, people may not be whatever, but we are. It's such a weird notion. I don't know what they mean by uneducated, because a lot of us went to school. Do you understand? So at least we fight for our things. We don't run. We don't run. Other African countries, they run from their countries. They run from tyrants. Bring a tyrant in South Africa, see what will happen. South Africans don't run from tyrants. We bring them down. We bring them down. We put them to their knees. We do not allow tyrants. Tyranny cannot succeed in South Africa. We are freedom fighters. We are the children of freedom fighters. Those genetics are forever embodied in us. The blacks of South Africa. The Bantu people of South Africa. You know. The coloreds of South Africa. You know. We fight. And we fight for freedom. Even till this day. Till this day. As Wilder would say. Till this day. So we'll put a chokehold on him. And I'm glad that some political parties are following through and really having their ears on the ground. And Zungula came in and told him straight into his face, Minier, what about the people of South Africa? What about the people? And that's when now a statement came out of Leon. I don't know if it was before that or after that. He said that he will now, he wants to deal with illegal foreigners. And he's going to start with the mining sector. Do you understand? So that is the biggest thing that South Africans were worried about. Illegal foreigners that are coming in millions of numbers to South Africa every year. That is the biggest problem, and that is the biggest issue. And that's what we want to hear. And if you fail to give us that, then we will have problems with you, and we will take you out of government. We'll do our thing. We'll do our thing. We will not stand for any incompetent, agenda-chasing person. As you saw with what we did with the ANC, we were not standing anymore for that corruption and on an agenda or whatever. So if the DA has got an agenda as well against black people of South Africa, using foreigners to come and outshine us in our own country, that is not something that I don't think South Africans now are willing to take shit from anyone. I'm telling you. That 30 years was not just for the ANC, it was for everyone. Any leader, government leader, who will come and push an agenda that excludes South Africans will get it. Do you understand? So he came in, started saying that, and then now there's a group called Combat. Shout out to that group. I don't know, I haven't done much research about it, but I remember last time the president's advisor, was it an advisor or what, who came to Podcast and Chill, was talking about that they are training people to deal with illegal foreigners, to deal with people at the borders and all that. I don't know if those are the people, but this group called Combat now is busy with illegal foreigners. They are busy removing illegal foreigners who are working at companies like Food Lovers Market. I believe that it was Food Lovers Market at Cresta. You know, so now they are going around making life uncomfortable for illegal foreigners. Do you understand? So that's a step in the right direction. You know, a step in the right direction to be able to deal with illegal foreigners. Do you understand? So definitely illegal foreigners need to be uncomfortable. Yes, Leon Schreiber also said that he wants to, I said he wants to deal with them. No, he wants to deport them. You know what I'm saying? So he has to follow through with that. He has to deport. And then even if they can come tomorrow, but at least you have halved them. You have done something. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, we can see what else we can do. Then we can fix the border, make a border, proper border structures. Yeah. And start dealing with those people at the borders, those corrupt police, securities, or whatever, or border control people. We start to deal with those people, make sure that they lose their jobs. You know, they get disciplinary, not even discipline, they lose their jobs. You know, and we get more competent people there, and we get proper monitoring of what's happening in the borders. Do you understand? So if we have to build a wall in South Africa, we must. Definitely. For the borders. We have to take this thing very, very seriously. We loosen the visa process, but then we ensure that the border is very strong. You know, anyone who tries to come to South Africa illegally must fear. Do you understand? That's how strong we must make our borders. You know, so because this whole illegal, there's millions and millions of people coming to South Africa every year. I believe someone said it's about 1.5 million every year, or 1 million point something every year that are coming. So just imagine by 2030 how many, the population of South Africa will be at 100,000. Soon these people will outnumber us in our own country, and they are giving birth. It's a hostile takeover that's happening right now. So when the people of South Africa are fighting, no, we see what's happening. So we have to be very, very, very careful. We have to fight for our country. And yeah, that mass deportation has to happen. Otherwise, we're going to be outnumbered in our own country. And there's power in numbers. Do you understand? So very, very important. Excuse me. Very, very important. Very, very important for us to deal with that and to fix our issues, because this lack of management, this lack of control of what's happening, and no one is safe. Or no one is safe, because even you, the rich people or whatever, these people, if they come and do a robbery, or they come and hijack you, or they kill you, they can't be traced. Do you understand? You're creating a lawless country. It's a lawless country and a crime-ridden now country, because you have all these type of people who cannot be documented. Do you understand? And now everyone loses. It's not just the poor people who are losing. Everyone loses. Everyone loses, you know. So it is in the best interest of all of us South Africans to deal with this immigration issue. It is in the best interest of the rich South Africans, the middle class, the poor. Everyone is affected by this thing. So I don't know what type of stupidity people are having, or maybe the people who are doing these things are not even in the country. That's why they don't care. You know, who knows? Maybe the people who are doing these things are not even in the country. They're just making these decisions overseas. They know that they can't be affected. They want the chaos. Maybe they know how to benefit from the chaos some way, somehow. You know? So it is in the best interest for us to come together and really, really deal with this issue before it deals with us. Do you understand? So South Africa needs to be a respected sovereign state. It needs to be respected. You know, it can't be chaotic. It can't be a mess. Look at Joburg. Look at Johannesburg. Look at Johannesburg. Every city in South Africa could end up like Johannesburg. And listen here, I'm telling you about Cape Town. Your beloved Cape Town, your tourist attraction Cape Town will become a messed up piece of shit place like Johannesburg. And you won't be able to control it, because those people would outnumber you. They will outnumber you. Once they're finished with Joburg right now. They're going to finish Joburg. They're going to go to Sandton. They want to finish Sandton. They want to go to Pretoria, finish Pretoria. They are already starting to finish Durban. Durban is already almost finished. It's already almost like Joburg now. You know? They're going to go to Cape Town. They're going to go to Cape Town. There's going to be shit everywhere in Cape Town. They're going to go to Strand. They're going to go to those places. Your beaches. They're going to be putting squatter camp near the beach. They're going to be going there and swimming there. Pissing in your waters and all that. Sorry if that sounds weird, but it's just to kind of show you what's going to happen. So just imagine the population of South Africa becomes like 100,000, 200,000. No, not 200,000, 200 million, 100 million. When we, as ourselves, we're about 60 million. How the hell are we going to manage that? We've never managed that. Do you understand? Go to Nigeria. Look at Nigeria, what type of nonsense they are living, some of the people there. And you can tell, I wonder if those people are even Nigerian.